Well, welcome all. Dukeblogger update. We're going to talk about recruiting a little bit. We're going to go ahead and talk about 2017 recruits and where Duke is with some of those recruits for the year after next year. With this year's crop of recruits already signed and delivered, let's talk about who Duke is looking at in the class of 2017. So far, we'll start at the power forward spot. Wendell Carter, 6'10", 258, out of Atlanta, Georgia. Duke is in great shape with this particular prospect. He's a huge presence down low at over 250 pounds. He's pretty darn athletic for that size. He's a low, down low, has the ability to hit the mid-range jump shot. He's a tough cover. Could be the best in the class as far as bigs go. He's a talented shot blocker and a great finisher. He can finish above the rim as well. So he's the #1 target of Duke in the class of 2017. Next up is Mohamed Bamba, 6'11", 204 pounds, out of Morristown, Pennsylvania. One of those kids with physical gifts you can't really teach. 7'8" wingspan on a 6'11" frame, 9'5" standing reach. These are impressive things. You need to get stronger before getting to the next level, obviously, with that sort of a thin frame. He still moves well, holds up pretty well under contact, seeks to dunk everything he gets his hands on, and he can step out and hit the shot if he needs to, so he can step out. So those are the power forward / center prospects in the class of 2017. Next up, small forwards. So far, Duke's looking at Michael Porter. Porter's 6'11", about 200 pounds or so. He can do it all, out of Missouri. He's not really one that seems to be 100% high on Duke right now. There's mutual interest, but Kansas or Washington seems like the more likely destination for him. He could end up being the best in the class, obviously. He's super talented, perfect mix of size, athleticism, and basketball skills. He can shoot the ball well from all areas on the court. 6'9", just dominates the average small forward matchup. He does everything pretty well. He's going to put guys on posters when he gets to the next level. He can shoot the ball. He can drive. He's fast, strong, athletic. We'll need to get a little bit stronger at the next level, just like most small forwards will. But he's a great finisher. Next up for shooting guards, we have DJ Harvey, 6'6", out of Maryland, right in my hometown here. Most think he's an Arizona lean. Not sure Duke can catch them, but and Harvey's not only a shot maker, but with his size, he's added some pounds and can finish through contact. Again, 6'6", 185 pounds, out of Maryland. Gary Trent Jr., another prospect out of Apple Valley. People will know that name. Tyus Jones, Duke's point guard from last year, went there. He's 6'5", about 190. Duke's in great shape for him. He's pretty high on Duke. I think it's between Duke and Ohio State right now. Trent's a scorer first and foremost. The other parts of his game are evolving. He's going to put up numbers wherever he ends up. He can do it all and shoot from anywhere on the court. Next up in the point guard position, there are two guys that Duke has offered so far in the class. Trey Young out of Oklahoma, 6'1", about 170 pounds. Duke's definitely a player for Young. He's a really good all-around game, great passer. He can shoot the ball. He's probably one of the best shooters in the point guard spot. He's got a little bit of flash to his game as well. Good passer. The other point guard Duke's been looking at for a while now is Troy Brown out of Vegas. Brown is about 6'5", 185. He's getting stronger, athletic. He's sort of the guard that Duke didn't get when Sean Livingston chose to enter the draft. Duke does like big guards, but they rarely get them. He's not a combo guard trying to play point. He's a point guard all the way through. He's gotten a lot stronger since Duke first started recruiting him, but he's a good rebounding guard, good shooter, and really a depth passer as well. So he's that Livingston type, but his frame is a lot stronger than Livingston. So I think that in and of itself, Bob Marr, that in and of itself makes him a really high high-level prospect. That's pretty much it in the area of 2017 recruits, at least the ones that Duke has offered. There's plenty of them that Duke's looking at that they have not offered yet. A lot of that's going to depend on how this season goes. In another news, Harry Giles, Duke's power forward for next year, had successful surgery to take care of his torn ACL, and wished good luck to Harry on his recovery. He tweeted out a picture of himself after the operation. Everything looks good, so everybody give prayers up for him, those of you that do that. Hopefully, speedy recovery. He'll be at Duke and stronger than ever and ready to go. The other guys in the class of 2016 we already know. Javin DeLaurier, we already know Jason Tatum, we already know Frank Jackson, strong class. And a lot of people are sort of iffy about Duke's class because Kentucky got a lot more guys. But honestly, in the world of recruiting, it's not about how many guys you get, it's what guys you get. And Duke addressed the needs that it had. And anyone who's worried about Kentucky being the #1 class, don't. It's all about what guys you get, not how many guys you get. So I'll leave that. Any other questions regarding recruiting? Just put them on. No, I do not speak Russian. Someone asked that. Well, if that's it, I will sign off. I want to just give a quick update. Also, in the Marques Bolden, another prospect that Duke was looking at, right on time there. It doesn't look like, it seems like it's been kind of going between Duke and Kansas. If you believe the 24/7 crystal ball, I'm not sure whether it's right or wrong, but they keep, kind of volleying between Duke and Kansas. I think he's pretty much a Kansas lean, and I understand that Kansas does not have a big recruiting class coming in. It'd be instant time for him there, whereas Duke, he may have to split time with Chase Jeter. Not sure what, if that's attractive to him or not. But yeah, I don't see Bolden, and Duke working anything out in the near future. But we'll find out late. Obviously, the period for signing is dead right now, so we'll have to wait till later. Aside from that, I think that's it as far as we're recruiting the other bigs. I doubt it in the class of 2016. There's always the possibility that someone may have a surprising, next few months, and Duke jumps on them, as they tried to with Winion Gabriel, which did not end up as Duke wanted. Any other questions? Hopefully not about weed like yesterday. But another thing to look for is Randy Dunson. He's the guy that does my previews on Dukeblogger. Follow him at Randy Dunson, RandyDunson. He again puts out the previews for all the upcoming Duke games for me and does a great job of it. So give him some love on Twitter if you can. No, I'm not Muslim. Not opposed to being Muslim, but nope. Alright, well, if that is all, maybe I will wrap it up. I'll give you one last minute for any recruiting questions or Duke questions in general. Yale game coming up tomorrow. What do I think about Ingram? I think Ingram is going to be fine. I think the coaches are going to have to sort of reevaluate how they use him, because obviously him trying to get into the middle isn't quite working out well for Duke. He's not that strong. He's thin-framed, not even 200 pounds yet on that 6'9" frame. Isn't working out so well. I think it's going to take him a little while to get adjusted to the college game, the physicality of the game, and he's going to have to again adjust. This is not high school. Everything's not up and down. I think he really excels in the mid-range, and I think once he gets some opportunities there, I think he'll deliver. Do I think he'll stay as in another year? Hopefully. Most people think the plan was for him to leave early. That may still be the plan, ready or not. I hope, again, there's only been a few games in the season so far. What you hope is that he will make that decision when the time is right to make that decision and not go in wanting, having that be the decision. So hopefully he'll take his time, see how things go, and make that decision in the end of the season and not the beginning of the season. Any other questions? Duke basketball, recruiting or otherwise? Anytime. All right. Give it another minute and I'll wrap it up. Sitting in my office next to a TV that's like 80 inches big. It's a giant freaking TV. You see that? Doesn't look as big, but it's gigantic. Great TV to watch basketball on. Luckily, they allow us to do that once in a while. Rasta. Yes, KZ. KZ, is it? At KZ. Alright, well. Look like Whoopi Goldberg. Well, yeah, occasionally Whoopi needs a body double, and then that's when they call me. They don't even make me shave, so that's pretty cool. Alright. Any other things Duke basketball related, recruiting related? Doing alright, Casey. Just chilling. Wanting to be home and not at work. You know how it goes. Does anyone have any opinions on how Duke's played recently? The VCU game or the Georgetown game? Love to hear anyone else's feedback on those. Gangster life, huh? I hadn't been a gangster for a number of years. I'm old, tired, worn out. Alright, we'll wrap it up. Thanks everybody who joined. Appreciate it. We'll do this again sometime soon. Peace out.